Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are going to be looking into this full moon in Pisces that is upon us right now, and we're going to see what it has in store for you. But first, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the general energy that's upon us now with this full moon in Pisces. If you want to fast forward to the Pick a Card reading, that's totally fine. Just don't forget before you go to like and subscribe and ring that notification bell, because I do Pick a Card readings like this every new moon and every full moon to give you guys energy updates. And I also have ones that drop throughout the week on various topics. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. So it is a full moon in Pisces, and I wonder if any of you guys have been feeling this energy, because whenever we have a full moon in a water sign, it tends to be a little bit more emotional. Now, we know that the full moon is usually a time where we release, we surrender, like our worries, our doubts, and our fears can naturally come up around this time. We are more in touch with our emotions at this time. Sometimes we're in touch with our positive emotions, and it's a time a lot of people, I've noticed, like to kind of go out and party and mingle. But usually you're kind of going through it and processing some difficult stuff. I notice myself every month on the full moon that around the 3 or 4 days surrounding it, I'm usually a little bit more tired and drained, and like I felt it today, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's time to make this reading because I feel this energy. So yeah, we had a full moon in Cancer like a little while back, and that one was tough. Like there were definitely a lot of tears. I remember talking to a lot of my clients, a lot of you guys, and hearing your stories about what you were going through at that time. And I have to say that this full moon in Pisces does feel like a little bit heavy. Like, emotionally, there's been some stuff coming up for me. And also I would say dreams, like our dreams around the full moon are always like very intense. But yeah, you could be having dreams with like reoccurring themes from the past, or just pay attention to any signs or messages, especially if you get any animals in your dreams. I've been hearing that from a lot of clients lately. They're saying they're like, oh, I saw this animal in my dream, or this one, or this one. Like the animals are talking to us right now, you guys. Check in on your spirit animals. Keep a dream journal, dream dictionary. So what will be good for us to do around this full moon? 3 things I would recommend. So first of all, this full moon in Pisces is really going to connect you with the dream state and also your dreams. Pisces is such like a dreamy zodiac sign. Like everyone I have ever known who's a Pisces always has such interesting thoughts and interesting dreams for their life, and like they have such a unique vision. They're also very psychic people. So if you find yourself daydreaming more, if you find that your meditations are like more visual, if you find yourself, having more vivid dreams, this could be a very good time to, like I said, keep a dream dictionary, keep a dream journal, allow more time for meditation, allow more time for daydreaming, allow your vision to become more clear. Like you will get a lot of clarity over the next couple of weeks on what you want, especially with this Mercury retrograde cycle that's coming, but that's a whole other topic. The second thing that I would recommend is to connect with your intuitive side. So over the next couple of weeks, this is a really great time to bring out your tarot cards and do some spreads and do some readings for yourself. Like lately, the past couple months, every single reading I've released has a spread. You can take a screenshot of it and every single reading, and you can do tarot spreads from my readings and kind of follow along. So you can do that. I also really love to go on Pinterest for tarot spreads, or you can simply write your own. So this is a really great time to sit down with your tarot cards and to tap in. If there was ever a good time to get a reading, this is a really good time, because the energy is just really drawing us inward. And it's you're gonna find that you're more connected to your psychic side, more connected to your intuition now under this Pisces energy. The third thing that I would recommend would be to connect with others during this time. Like, we've been having some energies over the last couple of moon transits that have been pushing us maybe to be a little bit more social, or to connect with friends or reconnect with people. So don't be surprised if over the next couple of weeks you're hearing from friends and from people you haven't heard from in a while, or if you're receiving more social invitations, or there's more events or get-togethers. This is a really great time to connect with other people and to gather inspiration. Now, I've got 3 things for you to avoid during this Pisces full moon. The first thing I would avoid is stuffing your emotions down and, just dissociating. I would suggest that you spend some time writing over the next couple of weeks, or that you talk with a trusted friend or a therapist or a counselor or a reader, or a good friend of yours or something, so you can get things out. Because if you keep things bottled up right now and you just try to keep going on your routine without allowing yourself time to kind of react and respond to what's going on, then it's going to be really difficult for you. You might feel be in this energy, I'm going to stay in alignment, I'm going to get my shit together. But this Pisces full moon is here to help you kind of confront some stuff, like this fly that seems to be obsessed with me. So yeah, you're going to confront some stuff, and it's going to be a little annoying, but it's going to be good. We're getting a little bit more purification right now, a little bit more realigning, and the energy is definitely shifting right now. It's definitely the seasons that are shifting too, and we are affected by that energy. But we're also going through a big shift right now on the planet, aren't we always? So you want to make sure that you're open to that, and that you are processing things, and you're being patient with yourself, and you're giving yourself time. You don't want to spiritually bypass stuff or run away from all your worries and problems right now. It's time to confront them head on. The third thing I would avoid around the time of this Pisces full moon is I would avoid giving into fear. Because there is a lot of fear-mongering going on right now in the world and in the media. And yes, it is very important to stay informed and whatnot, but this might be a really good time to detach from all of that and to focus more on self-care and your health and nourishing your body and your peace of mind. And if you get too sucked into what's going on out there, then it could make things worse. Some of this Pisces full moon might be calling you to confront what's going on in the world, and what you can do and what your part is. Those of you guys who consider yourself empaths or light workers or artists or creatives, I think that it's a really special time to actually be here right now on the planet, and your job and your role here is so much more important than you think. So it's important right now to make that peace and make that space and make that time for yourself right now, your self-care, your art, the things that matter to you, because you can't pour from a cup that's empty. So this Pisces full moon is here to help you replenish yourself before this harvest season that comes in October with the harvest moon and all that. It's you're getting ready to manifest some things that are just really shocking and beautiful, that you have to prime your energy first. And I think that's what this Pisces full moon is here to help you do. So if you're interested in receiving today's pick a card reading to find out more about what this Pisces full moon has in store for you, simply choose a card, number 1, number 2, or number 3. And that's from left to right. And once you've chosen, you can head down below to the comments or the description where your timestamps are posted, and you can just click on the timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And here is the spread that we are going to be covering today, if you want to take a screenshot and pull some cards and follow along with me. And I will see you in a minute for your reading. For those of you guys who choose number 1, we're going to get started with this full moon in Pisces spread. And we're going to start with the first part of the spread, which is the card that you chose. And the question is, what dream wants your focus right now? And we're getting the 10 of Pentacles. This card has to do with material wealth and prosperity and safety and a sense of security. Sometimes it can even have to do with love, because you do see here this couple here on this card. But I think instantly as I pulled this card, I tapped into this home here and I thought, dream home. You know, just as simple as that, dream home. This dream is what really wants your focus at this time in your life right now. I'm getting this sense that you have like a kind of an ideal place that you see yourself, and this could be like a move, you know, maybe far away from where you're living currently, or it could be like a move up, a move forward, like the purchase of your first home. Maybe this is even like a vacation home for some of you guys, but I feel like it's also that sense of safety and security within your home. Maybe for some of you guys right now, unfortunately, that's not how you're feeling. I've been there before, living in a place or in a home that didn't feel safe or secure, and just because of outside factors or whatever. And it's so frustrating when you feel like you're stuck in that situation. I think it's important to kind of fight for your sense of safety and for your sense of peace in your home, to make that an important priority of yours, to continue to create peace around you and choose situations and work towards situations that are going to support you, because your environment has everything to do with like your ability to manifest and your ability to feel peace. I think it's important to not let outside situations govern your internal condition, meaning that sometimes even if what's going on around you is rough, it's good to find that calm in the storm and that peace inside of you. But you don't want your home situation to make it worse or to work against you. And I feel like that's what this dream is about. You're so worthy of having this dream, of taking the next step. Maybe for some of you guys, you feel like you've already manifested this home, but it might be like putting work into it, or making it a sacred space, or creating peace within the home, or inviting somebody special into the home. Of course, all matters related to home, upgrading the home, being able to like really spend time and enjoy your home, that kind of vibe. So let's move on to the next part of the spread. This Pisces full moon has a lot to do with healing. That Pisces energy is so very, very healing. So I guess the question is, what is healing? And we're going to pull some cards from this deck and see if we can get the message like spelled out for us. What is healing? Music, worthwhile, purposeful. Okay, maybe there are a couple of musicians, or maybe someone in specific who's watching this who is wondering, should I continue making this music, or is choosing a path that has to do with music or incorporating this more into your life? Like, is this a good path? Maybe you wonder, worry, how am I going to make money off of this? Will I receive the level of fame or approval or fans or recognition or reputation that I desire with this? Look, I think your guides are telling you that regardless of the outcome, you pursuing music is worthwhile, that there's a reason, there's a purpose, that you are so connected with this path right now and in general. Maybe you're not going to be famous, let's be honest. You know, maybe not exactly in the way that you want, but you have to think about how it makes you feel in the moment when you're creating it, what that does to your life. It's such an outlet for you, and I do see you sharing this with other people and it really making an impact on them, but most of all making an impact on you. So your guides are like, this is what's healing right now, your relationship with like this musical side of you or this performance side of you. And maybe you don't resonate with this music part. If you're like, yeah, I'm gonna like music, but that's like not my thing. Maybe you can replace this word with art. Your art is worthwhile. It's purposeful. There's a reason that you want to express yourself this way in the world. Do it for you. Do it for yourself. Beautiful. So next we're gonna pull what is manifesting. So maybe you planted some seeds recently. Like Pisces season is a time where things will start to manifest. We've got this harvest moon coming up here in October as well. So that energy is brewing. Maybe this is like a little hint into what's coming your way. Manifesting communication and abundance. That's interesting. Communication. Maybe you are trying to manifest communication from a specific person, or this could even be like hearing back that you got the job, or hearing back that you got accepted into that program, or good news coming your way. But it could be somebody reaching out to you or connecting with you. And we also see abundance. You're manifesting abundance for sure. I feel this energy around you. So maybe this is abundance in the way of finances. Abundance, I usually think about finances, okay? So maybe money's coming your way. Maybe you needed that reassurance. But this could also be an abundance of time, an abundance of good fortune, just feeling like your cup is full and like you've received a lot. It's definitely not an energy of like lack or stagnancy, that's for sure. And that's beautiful to hear. Next, we're going to get some general advice for you. And we're going to go to the Wildwood deck for this one, of course. So just anything you need to know, any advice for you around this time of the Pisces full moon. I see this heartbreak, this heartbreak card is coming out, and then I see the lone wolf. Maybe some of you guys have dealt with some type of loss in your life recently, or maybe this time of year kind of brings that up or reminds you of that. And I'm getting this message that, allow yourself to feel these feelings, of course, but I see you feeling very creatively inspired and really feeling like maybe kind of restless due to this energy. And I see you actually receiving inspiration through this healing process that you're going through right now. But yeah, I guess the advice is be present with this, or pay attention to this, or maybe there's some type of decision that needs to be made in this area. So next, let's go ahead and pull the final outcome. Final outcome for you on the other side of all of this. Well, we're getting the Two of Wands. So this is the energy kind of coming to a sort of head or peak. Like this is the energy leading you to make a decision. So the outcome is, you get led to a point where you're making a decision, and you're able to make this decision with like a happy heart, or with contentment, or feeling like you're supported to make this decision or make this change. Maybe the worry right now is like, how can I afford it? Or whether that's financially or like even mentally, emotionally, how can I have the energy for this? How can I invest in this right now? But they're saying the outcome is like you're going to feel ready to make that decision and be supported to it. Interesting. You have to let me know how this resonates for you in the comments below. Happy full moon, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 2, what dream needs your focus and attention over this Pisces new moon season? So what is that bringing up to the surface? We're getting the Two of Swords. So this is a card that usually has to do with feeling indecisive, feeling like it's difficult to make a decision. So I do kind of feel like this Pisces energy for you is bringing that to a head, like going back and forth on something. Let's pull some clarifiers. Productivity. Yeah, I see that you have been very, very in the 3D more. So this whole like what dream wants your focus. Maybe lately you really haven't had a lot of clear dreams. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's like you've already set your intentions, you've already known what you want, you're being very, very productive. But I do feel that like soon you're going to be called back to the daydreaming, back to the envisioning. I guess what I'm saying is I feel a little bit of disconnection between you and your dreams right now, and that's okay. So we're getting some advice for you, maybe on how to reconnect with your dreams. I guess they're saying kind of follow those little things that you secretly want. those little things, those little desires in your heart, those are a big deal. I always say that your desires are the compass that lead you in the direction of your life mission and soul purpose. So if you feel like you've just been kind of going through the motions lately, feeling a little bit directionless, a really good exercise for you would be to allow more time for rest. Allow more time for just hanging out. I love here where I'm living in Costa Rica because there's this hammock. And sometimes, like, while my phone is charging and I'm like in between work, I'll lay there and just kind of clear my mind or meditate or just kind of stare into the trees and just kind of think a little bit and daydream. And in those spaces, I feel like I give root to some of the most exciting ideas. And so, do you have a space like that? Have you created a space like that in your life? You know, maybe you can go to the park and sit on a bench, or I don't know, maybe go somewhere and people watch, or maybe even set up just a relaxing space in your home, or light a candle and create that space for yourself. I get this sense that it's been a while since you like really meditated and connected with that side. So maybe for you, there isn't a specific dream that wants your attention right now. It's just like your dreams time and dream space in general. Another good thing for you could be to keep a dream journal and maybe start keeping track of like any like symbols or messages or guidance that you're getting in your dreams, because oftentimes your dreams, that's the best way to connect with your subconscious, to see what's going on, you know, inside, and what your desires are, or what needs healing or clearing, or your focus. So yeah, I see that for you. I see you getting more connected with that side of yourself. So beautiful. So next we're going to see, what is healing? And I love this question because this Pisces energy is very, very a healing time. And we're going to see what exactly is healing during this season. That's so funny. I feel like this is connected once again to your dreams. We see that your connection to devotion, like, and what it means to be devoted, that's going to receive some healing. I feel like you're going to start being more devoted to yourself, because what I'm seeing is that you're pulled in so many different directions. Like, I see that you give a lot at your day job, you give a lot at work. You're really proud of yourself and your accomplishments in that area. And I see that this is growing, but there is another path that's opening for you, and it might not even just be in career. It could be, so like I said, something creative, a new dream of yours, and you're being told to innovate. So you're going to start being more devoted to yourself, more devoted to your ideas. I feel like you're kind of taking your power back in a way, or stealing back moments from your life, because you were giving so much to your job and to the people around you, and that's wonderful. Like, those people and those commitments that you've made are still going to receive a lot from you, but it's just, you're going to be giving to yourself more, because you can't pour from a cup that's empty. So there's a new project or something new that wants to be born, and you're like, how am I going to get the energy for this? But I actually feel like it's going to replenish you, and soon there's energy and time for everything, you know, because you're living for yourself first, you're fulfilling yourself. So I also see what's healing is influence embraced. I feel like this is for a couple of people who right now are innovating and maybe starting a business, and you're going to have to embrace the fact that you're gonna have to do some influencing. And it doesn't have to be cringe. You can do it in your own way. It's just, you are your business, and like, what's really selling right now is just being authentic and showing up as yourself. And like, people want to know these days who their product is coming from, and have like almost like a personal relationship with the person that they're purchasing the product or the service or whatever with. So, you know, you have the tools, you have social media, it's free marketing, use it. You know, you don't have to get sucked into all the BS that goes with it. Just, you know, start getting into that hustle, be devoted to yourself, show up as your true self, and you're gifted. You're already gifted in this area. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to resonate for everyone. I think that, you know, if not, then just take this, but someone was meant to hear this. I had that feeling. So let's move forward. So around this Pisces season, there's a lot that manifests, especially because we have the harvest moon coming up here in October, and so you're gonna see some stuff harvesting basically, and I think this Pisces full moon is kind of ushering that in. So we're just gonna see if we can get like a little sneak peek on what is manifesting for you. Ooh, something's manifesting now. Let's see. Clarity. That's what's and earth. So now, so yeah, with this Pisces full moon, you're receiving a lot more clarity. And I think that's so funny because in order to manifest some of your biggest dreams and biggest desires, you have to be very clear on what it is that you want. Or, you know, and so I kind of get this vibe that maybe some of the biggest, craziest things aren't manifesting right now, but you're figuring out what you want. You're grounding your energies to the earth. You could be taking the first steps. You could be taking the first action. And that's what's manifesting, is the ability to do that. Yeah. Air. Strength. Flexibility. So this makes me, the vibe of these cards together makes me feel like there's going to be some very big changes happening for you over the next couple weeks, and maybe even over this little Mercury retrograde cycle that we have coming up soon. Don't even want to talk about that yet, you guys. Just barely made it through the last one, right? But I just kind of feel like something's going to go down and over this time period, and you're manifesting this ability to be a lot more flexible and to like use your inner strength. A lot of changes going to be happening for you real fast. I get that energy. Release. You're manifesting, yeah, some type of big release, something you've been wanting to let go of for a very long time, and it's just this breath of fresh air. Yeah, that's it. So now we're just going to get some general advice for you over the next couple of weeks. I guess your guides are saying just hang in there, because like I said, since so much is changing, there's a lot happening around you right now. I think they're telling you to wait for the storm to pass. That honestly, this Mercury retrograde cycle, it could be a little rough. You don't have to claim that or anything. It's just maybe that's what it is. I'm starting to get signs of that in the cards already. And so your guides are like, keep going, keep your inner light alive. I feel like this inner light is a metaphor for the little things that make you happy. Taking good care of yourself, presence, focus. We're kind of back full circle here because the first card we pulled for you was the little indecisive card. Remember that? And this is exactly the same card from the Wildwood deck. So I guess they're saying their advice to you is to make a decision. Their main advice for you is to create time and space for daydreaming and connecting with yourself, so you'll know what decision to make. So you don't feel hesitant. So you feel like you can take that leap. Yeah. They're also telling you to make time for fun, because in order to be able to get to that space where you're feeling like relaxed and at peace and you can listen to yourself, you got to make sure you relieve some stress. And to relieve stress, have fun, connect with friends, get outside. The energy in the world has been a little crazy lately. There's a lot of fear going on out there. And I think really you are being called to detach from it a little bit, at least for right now. And because the energy around you really is beautiful. Yes, there's a lot of shift, a lot of changing happening, but you're going to end up in a beautiful place. And I guess that leads me to the outcome part of this reading. So where do you end up on the other side of this full moon cycle? Yes. Look, something had to be released, okay? But you stand a lot to gain from it. Loving these messages. I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you again so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 3, we're going to get started with the first part of the spread. And this is the card that you chose. And the question is, what dream needs your focus right now? So what dream do you have that really needs your attention? We're getting the Two of Hearts, better known as the Two of Cups. This is the love card. So it might be that you have some type of dream or hope or wish in this area of your life. The first thing I go to is, perhaps you're single and you are wanting to manifest a relationship or a partner. Maybe you're in a relationship and you want to manifest, the conception of a child or the next level or moving in together or something like that. It could even be that maybe you've been in a very, very long-term relationship and you just want to manifest peace or love or reconnection or reconciliation. So I see like a couple different scenarios, but what this all has in common is that the dream is to have some type of improvement or some type of wish or fantasy or hope fulfilled in this love department area of your life. So that is an area that wants your attention and wants your focus. So I didn't do this for the other cards, but I kind of feel like answering how do you focus on that? How do you improve your love life or focus on the love life or, that give energy and attention to that dream of yours? We just pulled a fun card. Something I'm quoted saying a lot on the channel is that like attracts like. If you want to attract like love or a love connection or have an improvement in your love life, you have to understand the energy of love. And when you tap into that feeling, at least for me, it feels exciting and youthful and uplifting and hopeful and spontaneous, and it's good vibes. And so having fun allows you to get on that level. So I kind of feel like having fun right now is probably like the most punk rock thing you can do, because we're going through a lot on the planet right now and you need a break, you need to de-stress, and like this is good for your health and it will help you to attract love too. So choosing love over fear every day, every moment, as much as you can, so that you can embrace life and have fun. And so this might be like consciously plan things for yourself that are fun. Sometimes I work myself too hard and I personally have to like plan or schedule that play into my day. So some of you guys, maybe you got to work on it. Others of you guys, you're like, say no more. I don't need any more permission. I'm going to continue having fun because that's what I'm doing. Maybe you just need to decide you're on the right path. But yeah, you're meant to be focused on this. It's okay to want love, to focus on that, to make that a priority, to try to bring that in your life, to create positive changes in this area. Like, in our capitalist or consumer-driven society, I think that we sometimes like won't allow ourselves to have fun because we feel like we have to be like hustling all the time or something. And yeah, like make stuff happen and work hard, but let yourself have fun, because what are you working so hard for, right? All right, let's move on to the next part of this spread. So what is healing? It's no secret that this Pisces energy is very, very healing. It will bring some stuff up. It will. So we're asking, what is healing in you during this time? In you or around you? Oh my gosh, that's so weird. That literally freaked me out. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. We literally pulled the healing card. That's what we are asking about. Healing. Wow. So I do get the sense that you have been going through a bit of a spiritual awakening yet, I'm not always so into labels, but I found that that's the best way to talk about maybe like a quarter life crisis or midlife crisis, a breakdown, a breakthrough, spiritual awakening. Basically your perception of the world has changed a little bit. You've had some type of wake-up call. Maybe this has come on the other side of some type of loss, or some type of trauma or something. But yeah, you've been healing from that specific situation, but it did kind of spiritually awaken you. And now you're connecting with like your guides or your angels or your higher self, or just like with your inner truth, however you see it. Like basically that's the point, is like you are realizing that you have your own unique perception of this world, and you feel like you can question that more and understand that more. And like I feel like maybe other people's beliefs were pressed upon you growing up, or perhaps society's beliefs were pressed upon you and you just never saw life this way before, but you're opening yourself up to a lot of potential and a lot of growth, and into a new path. And I think along with that, you're starting to understand that everybody is here on their own spiritual journey, and it's helping you to have more compassion for others. And I also see like a lot of forgiveness, like maybe in a way I feel like you could be a little jaded because you're realizing just how broken a lot of people are, and like, yeah, there's harsher truths of the world that you're starting to connect more with that you just were not aware of. So yeah, this is healing. I kind of get the feeling that healing has been the theme or the focus of your life lately, which is why when we asked what is healing, the cards were almost like, oh, don't even get me started. There's a lot that's been healing all this, you know? But I kind of get this vibe that you're going to be on the other side of this soon, that maybe this is some type of dark night of the soul or something for you, or grieving process, but time heals all wounds, and, you know, continue to trust yourself and your body as you go through this healing. Allow it. Anyways, let's move forward. I can talk about that forever. So next we're looking into what is manifesting. As we approach the harvest moon here in October, you're going to start seeing more and more of your manifestations happening, a little bit more synchronicity. Like, it is kind of like a witchy, spooky time of the year, like Halloween and all that, but like there's definitely a reason. Like, there's planets, there's actual shifts that are happening, and it is a time of the year where the veil is like a little bit thinner. So yeah, there will be some interesting changes happening. So what are you manifesting? Okay, so this is partnership, and this could go along with the love theme, because I instantly think of like partnership as in like a love relationship, you know, manifesting a partner, a girlfriend or boyfriend or marriage or something like that. So this could be another confirmation, yes, you're manifesting love. But this could be like a business partner, or maybe a tutor or a mentor or a teacher or something like that. And look, the rainbow comes after the storm. It's so funny, we were just talking about that. I get this sense that you're also manifesting like passage through, like maybe for a while it's almost like you've had a roadblock on moving to the next level or moving forward in your life, but it's like that roadblock is lifted and suddenly you're able to just kind of flow exactly where you need to go. You could be leaving a difficult time behind or a difficult situation behind right now. And I see that's definitely what you're manifesting, is just leaving the difficult time behind. I love that. Next, we're going to pull some advice for you from the Wildwood deck. Just any general advice for you over this Pisces full moon in the next couple of weeks. They're telling you, I mean, if this resonates, they're telling you maybe to take a break from manifesting or from like spells or like doing any asking for anything specific, because like the energy I feel like for you is very much just open to receive, establish ease for yourself, ground, connect with your body, like get ready for the shift basically. And so that's why we're seeing like you don't need to plant any seeds, they've been planted. But maybe some of you guys are like, no, I don't agree with that, I'm so ready for this full moon, I know what I'm going to do, so just follow that. But that resonates with anybody. You might be, honestly, you're being told to open to receive. The next advice would be, they're saying don't focus on the frustrations, because there could be little things cropping up in your surroundings as everything's getting ready to transform and you're ready to have this big shift, and there's things that naturally want to fall out of your experience right now. And especially with this Mercury retrograde, I think it'll be made apparent to you what wants to leave your life. So they're saying don't get too attached to it. Don't get too attached to the frustration. Know that it's just falling away, you know? It kind of reminds me of this saying that if it's not going to matter 5 years from now, don't spend more than 5 minutes worried about it or upset about it. Easier said than done, right? But that's kind of the vibe I get behind this card and this advice for you. So now we're gonna pull the outcome, the final outcome for you on the other side of this Pisces full moon, a couple weeks from now outcome. Death reversed, so rebirth. You made it through that little jump, that leap, that shift we were talking about. There's definitely something you've left in your wake, but I feel like it didn't get the best of you, if that makes sense. And I get this message you've built some type of legacy. You could be receiving some type of recognition or reward for like something that you finished, a project that's completed. I get that kind of vibe. So wonderful. You have to let me know how that resonates in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out.